Hi, my name is Allie Ray. I use they or he pronouns, and I am now 343 days sober. For sobriety and marking my transition stuff, this is going to be a really important entry, but I'm not feeling good, so I'm going to sum it up really quick. Yeah, about that, like, most of these videos are me going, I'm sick, and me fighting to not invalidate that because my body's still healing. Well, okay, in October, I got the flu shot, and I got sick from the flu shot because my immune system sucks because I've been drinking for more than half of my life. And this is the first year I'm not. That's fine. Immune systems are silly. And also, I was told that me getting sick from the flu shot was a good sign because that meant that my body was learning about it, you know? So the last 2 days I had really bad pain in my chest. I was coughing up phlegm, and I was having body aches, and I was having super bad chills. They went away when I took ibuprofen, but so fever fluctuation, sweating, achy, and I don't have a cold. I don't have, I didn't have like a snurfly nose or anything, so I couldn't just be like, oh, it's probably because of that. It really did start with my chest being really painful, and coughing up things that tasted like blood. But, okay, so that started yesterday, and today's the second day, and this is an important entry because I was about to start today off like, oh, well, I got my fever under control with the ibuprofen. This is probably just a thing, it's gonna wear off, I'm probably just making a big deal about it. And it really was the body aches that told me, wait a minute, I'm just gonna check this out to be sure because I am on good state health insurance right now. I might not always have this for the rest of my life. It's free for me to check in, and just in case I did have the flu, the last time I caught the flu was in 2018. That was a big one, and I almost died from it. And it lasted 2 or 3 weeks. And eventually I did go to HCMC, this hospital, and they gave me meds that cleared it up pretty, like almost like Superman quickly. So I was just like, just in case, like I'll get on the superhero meds, like right off the bat. But I'm walking there and I'm like apologizing to my partner. I'm like, this is probably just the cold. I just want to get this checked out. I just want to shut up my wounded self who's saying, you know, I'm sick, but also I did it to myself sort of thing. And at HCMC, one of the people working with me was the most patronizing white cis male doctor and immediately wrote me off as being hysterical, nervous, because my heart rate was up because I get nervous at hospitals. And I was so scared that I was sick. And, like, I told him I'm on T when he asked if I was on meds. And then he immediately asked about my menstrual cycle, which I get. But again, I was like, well, I'm on T, blah, blah, blah. So, that's gonna come and go. And he heard that and went, oh. And yet, throughout the entire session, he was saying he shouldn't be checking these things out. It's probably nothing. Also misgendering me. She, her, your girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. And I did correct him and would say, they. My pronouns are they, actually. I literally said that at one point. My pronouns are they. And he goes, ha. And then continues to give me the flu shot. He was thinking that I was going to, like, punch him in the face for giving. He didn't want me to do the flu shot, the flu vaccine. Not vaccine. The tester thing that goes inside your nose that's really painful or uncomfortable. He almost didn't want to do it because he's like, well, it's a painful process and I don't want you to punch me in the face because of it. And I was like, no, I wouldn't punch you in the face because of that. But yeah, he had my partner hold my hand just to control her, make sure she doesn't pop him in the face. And goddamn, I do love my boyfriend because we were just looking at each other like, well, the world might be ending and this guy is toxic shit. So, and I took that test like a man. I didn't react at all. And he goes, wow, you did such a good job. That's such a good girl. Yeah, not really, but like, oh, you did a good job at that. I'm like, I've had worse things in my body. I was about to do orifices, but like, I don't want to waste my best humor on him. So this man, like, didn't want to give me x-rays, didn't want to give me the test, was immediately ready to write me off, and even thought this was related to my period. And I have the flu shot came back positive. The flu test. So after being told, oh, it's probably not the flu, written off, whatever, a nurse who appeared assigned female at birth came into the room, and I was like, oh God, thank God. But she gives me this look. She did use she, her pronouns. She gives me this look and goes, you have the flu. It's not great. And in that moment, I was really, I was like fucking pissed that I have the flu because this is gonna suck, and yay, holidays. And also, like, I kind of want to look at the universe and be like, dude, I'm getting sober and I got the flu shot. Are you really fucking doing this to me? But I want to post, I'm going to feed the good llama here and say that I am so proud of myself for listening to my body and taking myself seriously, because no one else was going to do that for me. And I'm proud of myself for insisting on the flu checker. I'm proud of myself for mentioning that my lungs were fucked up so that they would do an x-ray. I'm proud of myself for holding my ground with the doctor, and even more so, I made sure that, like, I already had my scarf on before I did this. So we're getting ready to go, and horrible cis white male doctor is, oh, well, apparently you did have the thing. Good thing I did. And he was going over, like, the pamphlet that they give you of, like, you have the flu, here's what to do. And then towards the end of it, he's like, so any questions? I'm like, well, no, actually. He goes, okay. Like, we finished here. You're going to hate it way more than a sickness complaint. I am fucking proud of myself because I said, I just want you to be aware of the fact that throughout this entire appointment, you have been misgendering me. And I told you right away that I was on T and have corrected your my pronouns several times throughout this appointment, and I didn't feel like you heard me at all. And he goes, when did I misgender you? When did I call you a girl? When did, I don't think I did, and I was like, oh, I can think of the distinct moment of, like, right before you put the thing up my nose where you had looked at my partner and said, please hold her hand, she might punch me. And I very directly had looked at his body and said, my pronouns are actually they, them, as he's coming around. But no, he just wasn't listening. And when I'm telling him this, he's standing up, he's towering above me in an aggressive pose of, like, I can't really do it because I'm holding the thing, but you get it, like just like the whole cis white male when they're being told they fucked up, relating to trans or female people, just no. He goes, kind of scoldingly goes, well, it absolutely wasn't intentional. I wouldn't do that thing intentionally. And I said, of course not. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I am a trans person and I frequently misgender my trans friends. It happens. It's something I have to be mindful of and I apologize for. But no, I didn't think his intentions were necessarily to be a transphobic dick. He just is one. And I wanted him to be aware of it. And I kept my ground and I was really polite. And I had said, of course, that you didn't know, and I said, of course it's not intentionally transphobic. I just want you to be aware and mindful of the fact that this was my experience, because I do have other trans friends who use this hospital for urgent care, and they frequently don't go here to get health care because they feel so misgendered and unseen and even kind of made fun of for being a sick trans person. And yeah, invalidated. You come in as a trans person or even a trans-looking person, whatever the fuck that means, and they immediately write you off as weird queer weirdo. Like, I've had nurses, like, peer into examining rooms and say, no, I'm not going to do anything, you're fine there. It's also a thing about the state, because in New York hospitals, I was always taken seriously when I had to go, but that's a side point. I'm not going to shit on Minnesota, I'm going to shit on this guy. So I held my ground, was polite, and spoke for myself, and my partner was just standing next to me, he wasn't doing the Zootopia thing where he steps in front and goes, well, hey now, I can prove, blah, blah, blah. He let me handle it by myself, which I love about him. And he was proud of me. I looked at the doctor in the eye. I'm like, I just want you to be aware that this was my experience, and you can do better in the future. I can't remember exactly what he said. Just that this is something that you need to be mindful of as a medical professional. He goes, great. Okay, is that it? Okay. Yeah. I'm like, okay, bye. You're so great. So I was smooth and polite as hell. So you can kind of see, like, I'm in a better mood and appear more healthy and energetic than I do in a lot of these videos. And yet I'm more medically sick than I've been in videos where I say that I feel sick. And I validated myself. Right now I have a rush of energy because they gave me flu meds, and I'm kind of riding this high of like, oh my god, I took care of myself, I'm so good. I do feel awful, I feel like shit. And this is totally gonna crash, but I want to share this moment of universe joy. Of like, yeah, it sucks that I got the flu shot and I got sick from the flu shot, so, but I still got the flu. Like, I'm probably gonna see that happen to a lot of people, and my immune system is fucked. We all know that. I just want to say, if you're in recovery and or are doing hormone replacement therapy and or are AFAB, and you are in a situation where you are being written off, ignored, called hysterical, not taken seriously, even by yourself, you know, internally with that wounded voice, please do take care of your bodies. Always check. That was so intrusive. Gonna have a talk with him later. Anyway, please do take care of yourself and listen to yourself, because if you're getting sober, most likely you are getting sick a lot. And why not go check it out, especially if you have the healthcare that I do. I know not everyone does. Speaking of entitled males, come on here. He's a cat, so it's forgiven. What I just want to say is, yeah, I'm proud of myself for taking myself seriously and keep moving forward. You don't always have to be the warrior who goes, hey, you misgendered me and made this shitty experience. The main thing is that he immediately didn't want to take me seriously, and I was right. I had the flu. Listen to your bodies, trust yourself, love yourself. I am now going to crash and drink a lot of fluids. This is not going to be fun. But at least I got the meds for it, and I know. Like, I didn't sit around and have what I thought was a bad cold for days and had that internal battle of, like, is it the flu? No, I can't be the flu. I just immediately wiped it clean. I definitely have it. So wash your hands, take care of yourself. People are really nasty. And stay sober. Happy first night of Hanukkah. Fuck you, God. I'm kidding, sorry. Happy first night of Hanukkah. Thanks, Finn. This is not how I wanted to spend my holidays, but at least I know, and I'm going forward. Thank you for listening to this entire video. This is longer than others. Alley out. Stay sober. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Eat fluids. The whole thing.